sorry for the kind of special title because this kind of trip is really meaningful to me. Okay, everyone. Before we start this topic, I would like to show some meaning to independent trip. Thanks to Yiru and Sigrid, I realized that the traveling would make a lot of lesson to us because we could learn something. We might get hurt. But after this kind of experience, we grow up mentally and physically. Smanus, away from earthliness, today I would like to introduce to you. Before this title, I would like all of you to ask yourself a question. You don't need to speak it out, you just keep in mind. How long have you been away from Mother Nature? How far have you been away from God? But notice, I'm not a Christian, okay? Today, the God here means the spiritual existence that maybe ontological beings that makes you the kind of a religious, sacred atmosphere. Have you ever experienced that? If you don't, it's okay, because today I would like to introduce God to you. Before the introduction, I would like to specify the Smanus. Actually, it is from the original language, Tayatu. And the Smanus in their language means the tribe that God gifted. And what do you see? Maybe because this roads, trees, and the innocent eyesight of a boy. And maybe you could see the butt of the cow, maybe. Yes, it is kind of images from Smanus, the beautiful, innocent village. What do you see? I see eternity. What do you see? It reminds me of a sentence in Bible. Then there will be light, and there is light. What do you see? Maybe Yiru, what do you see?
Tree.
Tree. What kinds of a bridge? Great. What kinds of the association will you be given? Maybe cartoon or maybe someone. For me, it reminds me of the. It's just like the forest that they deposited. Why do I have to go Smanus? Because in last winter, I failed thirdly. I failed in my course. I failed in Toastmasters. I didn't finish the job and the anticipations that my workers anticipated on me. I failed in family. My family, they blame me for the detachment. And my friends blame me for getting away from them. I decided to leave the city in the middle of September because the solitude is too hard to bear. When I decided to go to Smanus, I booked myself the trip. After this reaction, I received my 5WN1H. How to arrive there? Where on the earth is it? When did you decide it? Where did you go there? Who will you travel with and what are you talking about? It is the most outrageous questions that I've ever received. And there are two people who reacted. There are two people that reacted so fiercely that I would like to share this with you. One of it is my mom, and the other is my dad. Because my mom was so angry that you were going to somewhere that you would ever know. But my father said that individual trip is very nice, especially for undergraduate student. But my father has rules. Rule number 1, no iPods. Rule number 2, no cell phones. Rule number 3, no cameras. But I asked my father, if I don't bring camera, how do I take the pictures? He said, no, you could take the pictures from your eyes. Your eyes is the best camera that you ever had. Then I asked my father, maybe I could bring a laptop? He said, no, absolutely not, because laptop will prevent you from focusing on what you're seeking for. So it is absolutely not. So it seems to that away from earthliness equals to away from technologies. What kind of trip would be like this? After I talked to my father, I started to think to myself, I can't see my dear onion. I can't see it. I have to leave my cozy dormitory and to explore somewhere I've never been. I got myself dazzling, hoped that day wouldn't come. Before the day of my departure, I had a nightmare. I've dreamed that I got abandoned in the middle of the trail, and the sun burned me, and I'm dying. And after that, I found myself deposited in the middle of the night in the top of the mountain, and got myself so dazzling. And I dreamed that the man who is responsible for this trip is just wanted to make our money, but he doesn't want to shoulder the responsibilities. And I ever dreamed that maybe all those things were a scheme. Is there any conspiracy? Or they deny my request of this trip? But, you know, there's no way for you to regret, because the bill on my table shows that if you reject it, you can't take it back. So on that day, I waved goodbye to the dear school. What will it be? To know or not to know? That is the question. For me, right now, I may call it adventure, a great adventure, but at that time, I would call it adventurous, because you could see the one on that above that is the facial expression of my team leader. He says that we need to explore the world, and there's no way to stop us. And this is my teammate, and she just got away from a big cockroach on the road. And this is the boss of my team leader. She said, "Oh, there's no way for you to worry about those questions, dear sweetheart." And this is another team leader. We have two team leaders in one team, and the facial experience that she showed is quite tricky. Yes. Well, I asked the team leader, "Don't even lie to me. I want to know the truth. What will it be?" She said, "I will reserve my answers if you explore the world with us." Why should I be away? I kept asking myself. Maybe by doing so, we can truly listen. Listen to what? Maybe you will ask. Listen to the sound deep in your heart. The melody I start but yet complete. Because whenever we got obstacles in our life, sometimes we may have problems dealing with it. We may get lost. Our confidence may flee away. What should we do? It's just questions that everyone should ask yourself. I choose to go to Smart News to explore the answer, since that I can